to prison for the rest of our life. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. We go to prison. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Head up. Chin up. Head up. Whoop-de-doo. Chin up. Head up. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck that. Whoop-de-doo.
Shit, boy. Shit. They gonna come talk to me about money laundering in West Baltimore? Shit. Shit.
Check in. That's what a nigga gonna do. Go to jail and check in. That's what's gonna happen.
Up there with Jay-Z, you know what I mean? He was an icon by then. But you know, getting back to G-Unit, you know, Yayo was locked up at the time, but you know, the group right now at that point, they had bars at the moment. They were on fire, and even when Yayo did come back, they individually were still doing their own thing, kind of holding their own at first, with their first albums all going multiple platinum. And then, of course, there's this kid from the West Coast named The Game, who's very brash, very outspoken, and he's going to let you know how he feels at all times. And if he feels disrespected, he's going to put it out there in his music. And some of his mixtapes against G-Unit afterwards, when they started to fall apart, kind of hurt them all. And that kind of lit the fuse to what led to G-Unit's end. There was so many internal beefs. It was 50, Banks, 50, even try. Feels disrespected, he's gonna put it out there in his music. And some of his mixtapes against G-Unit afterwards, when they started to fall apart, kind of hurt them all. And that kind of lit the hip-hop critics say that what made his verse stand out as opposed to Eminem was the content and what it was based on, right? And his content was focused on a few things that really struck with a lot of people and really resonated with the fans. First of all, he kind of described the struggle, right? You know, growing up fatherless. You know, he had talked about things that you had to encounter and go through when you have to be focused on being a man in an early age. You know, it kind of went over things, you know, he said, pockets, lot of lint, not a cent. I remember that was part of it. And that really focused on, you know, being in an environment that was harsh and hostile, surrounded by poverty. And, you know, Jay-Z's overall story, you know, from rags to riches, coming from nothing. And this is a small look into that, what he was describing. So riches coming from nothing. And this is a small look into that, what he was describing. So, you know, definitely a survival within a hostile environment. And his bars went over detail about crime, robbery, rape, drive-bys, etc. And I think what really made people like his verse, because it really hit home, how he combined those memories and emotions, really resonated with me. Definitely, you know, at this time, this was like the early 2000s, and, you know, for the most part, you know, most African-American males, you've experienced one element of all of these that he mentioned. But, you know, don't want to stay too long on that verse. Eminem's verse was nice as well, right? And I think they were just motivated by it. As fans cheered on and each other's posse got involved, the battle over King of New York had just begun. But let's rewind back to 1996. And, you know, this is a time when Nas is one of the most prolific rappers in the country. You know, this is all thanks to his debut album, Illmatic, which released a couple years earlier. And, you know, at this time, word was getting around that Nas was supposed to appear on Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album, right? But for some reason, he ended up flaking on Jay-Z. And you know, Nas was supposed to lay a verse for a song called "Bring It On" for Jay-Z. And what ended up happening is, instead of actually having Nas featured, produced. Yo, man. Hey, don't forget to lock in with me on Prize Picks. You feel me? Like lately, we've been making a little bread. So make sure you scan this QR code that I have here to get this free $50 on us. If this is your first time signing up, they're going to offer you a free $50 promo bonus. So yeah, promo code PR-6TRX Z7G, or just easily scan the QR code with your phone and lock in with me, baby.
I spun the nigga around and I put the nigga in a full Nelson because
How? Hold on, bro.
once the shots was going
How?
off,
How you? I'm saying, how? Like,
that was
talk to
down
me, bro.
here, pulled out the hammer.
Yo, man, if you haven't subscribed yet, man, don't forget my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheBScott. If you're on Facebook right now and you see this on your timeline, take a couple seconds, man. Subscribe for me and hit that like button and notification bell. You dig? As you can see, man, I got a lot of good content out there. I just need more eyes on it. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. youtube.com/TheBScott. Leaving it in the description. Might even leave it in the title, man. And also don't forget, Go to Proof shirts are here. You can get them in black and white, from sizes small all the way up to XXL. I might even have some XXLs out there. But if you want to try to grab one, man, the Cash App for that, man, $THEBSCOT. And you might want to get ready to send me like $40 to $45 for one. You feel me? But Go to Prove, man. We got the Go stamp on there. We got the Go MJ on there. You know what I mean? So y'all let me know, man. Trying to grab one, let me know in the description, the comments of this video, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You dig?